need you to tell me about the sound. Because unfortunately... Oh, hey look, I'm kicking a power supply. Because unfortunately, I can't hear myself. So, tell me if you can hear me okay. Do I sound like crap? I need to know if I sound like crap. There we go. Oh, thank God you can hear. Well, good, because I don't want to have to do this again. Alright. This is probably, no promises, but probably the last live stream here. It's a bit low. Hold on. La 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 la. Is that better? How's that? Is that better? I bet it just gets better and better. Hey! Yeah, that's probably pretty loud. Hey, is this better? Good. Good. Hi. Okay. Ooh, hey, look at this. Now this is where it gets real meta. See, there's this delay, right? Oops, don't go that far back. Is it still low? Come on. See, I haven't really had time to test it. I just sort of threw everything together, so, you know. Good. It's not distorted. Hang on. It's not clipping. It's not clipping. It's not clipping. Okay. It shouldn't be. Well, welcome, people. Probably the last stream. The last stream I'll be doing from the place that used to be my office since the month before COVID hit. Funny little brief story about that I can tell you in a minute. Right now, I need to get some tools together. Like I said, I haven't really done much to prepare for any of this. So, Philips 0. Can we get a Philips 1 in the house? Philips 1. Alright. Live chat need you to let me know if for any reason you cannot hear me. If you cannot hear me, or if you can hear me and you just want to be a douchebag, let me know. Either way is cool. I prefer the douche route instead of the legitimately can't hear me route, but I'll take what I can get. Okay. So here's the story with this HP. This HP came halfway across the country. A nice fella shipped it to me to be repaired. And I may have steered him towards not the right shipping service by mistake. Anywho, I was very surprised when he told me it cost $100 to ship it to me. Apparently UPS has gotten incredibly expensive to ship anywhere. I don't understand it, but whatever. I don't understand how UPS can be 5 times the cost of the Postal Service. I don't know what happened, but my plan, honestly, I feel kind of bad for the guy because I think I told him UPS first and then said, no, wait, U.S. Postal Service. Just wrap it in bubble wrap and it'll be okay. And he went with the first option. So, yeah. Let me go check something. Hang on a sec. What is that? Okay. That shouldn't even be on. Alright. Yeah. Just in case you're wondering, yeah, this is how I'm looking at the live chat. And I think I might move it over here so I can see it a little better. And, yeah. I think he went to the UPS store and he got full service. They gave him one of those UPS laptop shipping boxes with the stretchy plastic. Anyway, I kind of feel like I steered the guy wrong in that regard when he told me it cost him $100 to ship it. I probably should have been more clear, so I'm probably going to cut him a break on the cost, especially since I found out indirectly, not indirectly, but he didn't exactly come out and say that I think he's on fixed income or something like that. So I feel bad for the guy, so what I'm probably going to do is just charge him for the parts and maybe a small amount of labor. But anyway, I figure what I'll do to make up for the lack of currency that I will be charging the poor guy is to stream it and make you suckers watch ads every 30 minutes. If you don't have an ad blocker, you're a moron and deserve what you get. So uBlock Origin, I used to do AdBlock Plus, but when they started doing the whole safe ads thing, yeah. And I found out the company that owns AdBlock Plus actually also bought what was it? They bought the payment or the subscription whatever service Flatter that was similar to, well, PayPal or whatever, donation service called Flatter with a missing second E. This needs to be magnetized. It's really doing a bad job. Anyway, the AdBlock Plus people bought Flatter. So I had to yank Flatter out of my little support Jody with the crap below thing because the AdBlock Plus people bought it and turned it into something, I think, related to the whole stupid safe ad thing. Yeah. If uBlock Origin is not blocking YouTube ads for you, there's something wrong. You probably need to go into its settings and force it to reload all of the block lists, or even just throw it out entirely and reinstall it from scratch, because that's what I use and I don't have a problem with the ads. Anywho, this setup is not ideal. Hey, you know what? I use Brave too in addition to Firefox. I prefer Firefox because it's not Chromium based. But in Brave, I still have uBlock Origin installed. And uBlock Origin does block some things that Brave's built-in ad blocker doesn't. So, yeah, and I just don't like Chromium. I've never liked Google Chrome. I hate the Chromium monoculture. It's basically killing the internet. That web environment integrity crap, that is enabled by people using Chromium-based browsers, because even if your fancy pants Chromium-based browser says we will not implement web environment integrity in our fork of Chromium, well, you know what? Good luck. That means that you now have your fork starts to diverge further and further from the Chromium code base, which increases the load for maintenance for your programming team. So you are saying it's something that, it's fine if they put it in Chromium, because we just won't put it in our Chromium, except now your Chromium is not Chromium. It's a different Chromium with less Chromium compatibility, and you're still supporting the Chrome monoculture that supports, even if you don't use Google Chrome, by using a Chrome-based browser, you're supporting Google Chrome. So, yeah, even though Firefox is garbage in a lot of ways, it's important to use it just to break the Chromium monoculture. Frankly, I would love to start a software company. Yeah, I use WaterFox too, by the way. I have both Firefox and WaterFox, and I switch between them frequently. The only Chromium browser I have is Brave, and, well, no, I have Vivaldi, and I actually don't use it. I tried to use it for researching the history of operating systems thing that I was working on until all these life changes started happening, and I had to pause that. And I don't see the point. Screw all these dumb features. I just don't care. They are not helpful. You know what would be helpful? You know what would be a really helpful feature? The multi-row tabs from Tab Mix Plus that doesn't work the same way anymore, because when Firefox decided to Chromify Firefox and made everything a friggin' web extension or whatever instead of the old style extensions, and they took away the ability to do some things to the user interface. When they chromified Firefox, they made it so that you can't do the multi-row tab thing the same way anymore, and I don't want a vertical, you know, tree-style tab setup. I don't have any interest whatsoever in such a thing. So, you know, what's a guy to do? For a long, long time, I actually used WaterFox Classic just because of the Tab Mix Plus compatibility. And I'm aware that Tab Mix Plus, I'm aware that they exist even today, and that they supposedly, you know, that it's out and it works with modern Firefox, but it's not the same Tab Mix Plus. It just occurred to me I didn't have to take all of the screws out that I did. But that's okay, because I don't care. I am getting these Wi-Fi antennas out of this thing. God almighty. Sorry about the setup. Like I said, this is not ideal. I just sort of threw the camera and mic up and plugged them up and very hastily made everything work. So this is not at all the way that I wanted things to be. Alright. Classic Pavilion G7 with smashed up hinges. Look at that. Didn't even have to do anything and it came off. What a piece of crap. Oh my god. Oh, I just realized something too. Hold on just a minute. Yeah, that's ripped out completely. Okay. So we're gonna have to go with the more difficult route of oh hell. What a piece of crap. Okay. This whole thing disintegrated. It's just like it like dissolved. Look, I mean, I don't know. Do you guys prefer this wide angle, or do you want me to like zoom in or anything? I mean, I'm not. Yeah, I don't really care either way. Oh my god, I hate this. What a piece of junk. What a piece of junk. The little things that retain that appear to be broken too, so that's fun. Anyway, that's just probably in the way. Maybe we just take it out. I hate this. I hate these hinge mount repairs. I hate them. Where'd the live chat go? All the live chat's so quiet. Why does it say top messages? I don't want top messages. I want to see everything. I want to see all the vomit. Come on, damn it. Okay, there we go. Yeah, these screws are both... Ooh, that's not pretty. I think... Hold on. Hold up. Wait, hold up. Is that... I think it's broken internally. Maybe. We got to get this cover off. Let me throw this down here. Okay. What do I want to do here? I want to get these dumb screw covers off. I hate screw covers. I think they're stupid. These stickers that they put over the screws to hide them. Like, why can't computers just embrace the fucking sticker? Why? Why do they have to be all like, oh, look, our pretty computer doesn't have any stickers or any screws. There's no screws in the computer. It's held together with glue and spit. Oh no. Yeah. Alright. Look at that. Come on. I don't want to break anything, but it's practically begging me to do so. That doesn't want to come up. I got this broken power supply at my feet that I keep kicking. Might have to do something about that too. Alright. Piece of shit. Okay. Okay. There we go. That's like a frame. Like, hey guys, how you doing? Look, it's a picture of me. It's stupid. Okay, enough of that. It's not funny. It's not. You're not funny, bruh. And am I right? Oh, I am right. It's broken in there too. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe you can, but that is like a loose tooth, man. Like a loose tooth. I decided to be generous today and actually put a lens on that you could kind of see vinyl that never comes off, because when they put it in from the factory, it goes down this hole and you can't reach it. So I hate vinyl like this. Let's get this cover off, piece of shit. Come on, get off of there. Get off of there. Get off of there. You have my permission to get off the computer. Get off the damn computer. God almighty. Is it attached? I can't tell if it's attached or not, guys. Let's, let's not get crazy. Yeah. Homeboy's gonna get his damn computer back. And it ain't gonna have any, Ooh, this one actually has screws through the LCD. Nice. Very nice. Old school. Don't tell me this one's loose. This one's loose too. This screw was falling out too. This whole left side is just dissolving. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, alright. The other one doesn't look so loose. Yeah, let's make sure though. I don't like to find out the hard way. Yep, every screw in this lid is loose at a minimum. Let's go ahead and actually loosen those up so I can lift this some more. Just a little. Alright, so you can't see what I'm doing, but what I am doing here is poking to see how much damage there is to these mounts down here, because yeah, these haven't fallen apart yet, but they're going to. So alright, I hate doing this. No, they're not a warranty thing, man. The stickers are not a warranty thing. They are purely an aesthetic thing, so that you see a smooth surface instead of a screw, which is just the peak of hilarity, given that these things are in a location where most people would never even notice in the first place. So yeah, anyway, this sucks because I like to, whenever I have a problem like this, man, this is really annoying. The live chat thing on the mobile app always likes to 503 or whatever out. It's very aggravating. Alright. I actually yanked a drive that I had done a backup for someone on, and on said drive I discovered, I need to put this sticky note somewhere and mix up some epoxy. On that drive I discovered that I had dumped some of my action camera contents and just forgotten about them. So I found even more raw footage that I can cut into a video. Once I get the office, I'm going to be setting aside structured time each day to manage this media empire of mine. For now, let's just make a bunch of epoxy. This tube's almost gone. In case any of you aren't familiar with my stuff, it's Loctite Plastics. It's purple. It's the purple one. Woohoo. Very chic, very fancy. Alright, mix up some epoxy and let's make a mess. I actually really hate doing this, but whatever. Sorry if I'm not as exciting as usual today, but right now, I'm just sort of squeezing this stream in, and I don't have a ton of time for it. I have to go within the next something like 40-45 minutes. I have to get out of here and go do something else. So I'm on a time constraint, and I hate time constraints, so I'm not very happy right now because I have to deal with the time constraints. But I mean, it's not a bad thing. It's just, I'd like to have more time to possibly poke around this unit. But I gotta get it done in a set amount of time. And I figure, hey, if I can get the camera set up fast enough, maybe somebody can watch me. So, woohoo. I mean, technically, I think the screws on this were just loose. Not, I don't think the mounts were really broken, but the screws were loose if nothing else, and that's a problem all by itself. So, oh, that's great. Well, those screws are going to be there forever when I put it all back together. So that's fun. And in fact, let's put it all back together. Let's get this lid back together so I don't have to deal with it anymore. The color markings on the screws, well, the colors you're seeing on some of the screws are thread lock. They're it's a goo that makes the screws stick inside the threads that they're screwed into. It's called thread lock, and you can buy it. Actually, the color coding for thread lock corresponds to how strong the thread lock that you've got is. So, like blue thread lock is the just like the average typical thread lock. It's not weak, but it's not super strong. And then I believe red is the next step up. And I think yellow is pretty hardcore thread lock that if you need it to not move, the yellow is how you do it. And then, if I recall correctly, the top tier is green, but or it may be the bottom. I mean, obviously, I'm very knowledgeable about such things, so yeah. The blue is weaker, the red is stronger. You'll often see red thread lock on the screws for laptops that are used for the back, where the hinges actually go. So, if you've seen the red thread lock, it's usually, you'll see the red where it still needs to be removable, but it needs a stronger hold than blue. It just keeps the screws from backing out, and that's it. That's all there is to it. And you need stronger thread lock for screws that get pulled on harder or more often or whatever, which is why you'll see red thread lock on some hinge screws. I really want this vinyl off this hinge cover, but my epoxy's curing on the pad over there, and I don't like it. So this guy may end up living with the vinyl. He has for years, and he's not known a difference, so maybe I leave it alone. I don't know. I hate this stuff. It's my pet peeve. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's this stupid vinyl crap that they use to cover stuff to keep it shiny. I mean, I understand why it exists, but I hate it anyway. So, yeah. Alright, let's put this back together. Since this part isn't really broken, I don't have to worry too much about it. So, let's just get it back together enough that I can... Come on. Because I don't have a lot of time. The problem is, over here, I got some epoxy down the threads, and I'll tell you what, you think yellow thread lock's permanent, epoxy kind of feels permanent too, so can't imagine why. Probably just a conspiracy theory, don't you know? Alright, so my plan with these things in general, the way that I do it is the plastic's already damaged. So maybe you can see a little better if I zoom in and lift it, right? So with these things, the plastic's already pretty trashed down here. So what we're going to do is just basically glue the hinge permanently to the plastics. Because at this point, it's missing a mount there. It's a bad story. So these don't look bad, but what I like to do is reinforce the ones that are okay, just so that they don't fall apart also, if I can. God almighty, it's actually kind of difficult to get the epoxy down there, but whatever, you know, I'll take what I can get. I think I can actually see it backing out the thread, the little brass thread thing, but that side's not the side with the problem. I just don't want him to get it back and at some point down the line actually have a problem. So if I can reinforce this so that it doesn't become a problem, I want to do that. If nothing else, it'll also give the hinge a little bit more bite on this side beyond just the regular. Anyway, the other hinge is the sob story, so let's focus on that now. So, damn, it got dark. I tightened up. You can focus, camera. It's allowed. You can focus, look, camera. Be nice. Focus. There you go. So I tightened up these brass things onto the screws. This is actually the threads. And what we're going to do is gob those bastards up real good. And then basically just set it down in it. Same deal over here with the actual hinge area itself. It's pretty screwed anyway. And because this is really a known problem on these computers anyway, there's no point in getting new plastics, because if you get the new plastics, they're basically just going to be as bad as the old plastics. So screw it. Stick it all together permanently. It's really the only way to put it all back the way it needs to be. So let's oh, that hinge is really grouchy. Kind of want to get them to be similar. There we go. Okay. This hinge is actually going to be responsible for holding that side up so that it all kind of goes back together correctly. Because these things don't like to do that. They love to go back together the wrong way. Boy, do they love going back together wrong. Like, yeah. Anyway. Get the idea. I hate these. I really, really hate these. Why I don't learn board repair? Because, well, I have learned some board repair. The main thing is that I don't have anywhere to really do it here. But also, it's kind of a pain in the ass. If I don't do board repair, then I don't have to, or at least if I don't, like, professionally offer that, then I don't have to dig up schematics and sit over a hot soldering thing and, you know, blah, blah, blah. I've never really cared very much for soldering. It's been a necessary evil, not some kind of fun hobby. It's not something that I enjoy. So, yeah, soldering is the opposite of a fun pastime for me. The only good thing about soldering for me is that soldering gives me the ability to put together neat projects, but everything else about it sucks. So why would I do it willingly? You know, I just don't like it. It's not fun. It sucks. It just really sucks. I don't know what else to say. You know, that cover that I said I was going to leave off, I think I'm going to change my mind, because I think it'll actually help guide everything to go back in place correctly. And then I won't have to think about it as much. There we go. Yeah, I think that was the right move in the end. Even though I got some epoxy on it. Dumbass. Okay. Alright. Let's put some stuff back together. I'm actually going to take it back apart later. And I'm going to, when I disassemble it again, I will be cleaning out all the gunk from the fan and such. But right now, I just need this thing to be in a position where it will cure properly. And where it is now ain't it. So, yeah. Alright. Actually, let's see. This is such a crappy design, too. I really can't stand it. Okay. Let's use the weight of the LCD to kind of hold it where it belongs. There we go. That'll do. That'll do. That'll do. All right. Yeah. Where do we go? Where do we go? I'm going to clamp it. Give me a minute. I'm going to go find a clamp. Pretty sure I got one right over here. That's not a clamp. That's a clamp, though. See if I can use one of these nasty C-clamps. I don't know. Might be too big, actually. And it ain't gonna hold at that angle either, so I don't know. A lot of unknowns on this one, but yeah. It's curved under there too. That's probably a non-option. So, alternative. Let's find an alternative, and that alternative is the alternative to clamping it with a C-clamp directly is to put this crap on here. Let's see. This actually needs to go anyway, so I'm gonna use it to keep this from trashing anything. And we'll clamp it indirectly using the computer itself. Alright. This sucks. This part's fun. Getting it to where it'll hold itself up, always just the most enjoyable. Doesn't get much more fun than this. I'm not very good at lying. Oh, the rubber foot actually is right there. That's really frustrating. HP even has it rigged so I can't clamp the damn thing. Oh, this is great. This is fine. Alright. Stay shut, you son of a bitch. Nope. It's too curved down there. It's too curved. It won't do it. It won't do it. Yep. Okay. It ain't gonna do it. It ain't gonna do it. Okay. If that's the case, let's do it this way. Get real vertical. Sorry, you're gonna have to just not see what I'm doing for a minute. Oh, it cracked that plastic too? That's especially wonderful. It looks like I got my work cut out for me. Yeah. Alright. Come on, buddy. Don't mess me up here. It does have a flat area, it's just not very clear there. Alright. No, that ain't gonna work. Come on. That was a pretty southern response there, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. It ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. Okay. Maybe I should get a spring clamp. Don't know where I put them though. And that's the problem. I don't know where I put them. So, might have to do it the hard way with good old-fashioned heavy bullshit. So, let's stack some heavy bullshit. What do you say? Heavy bullshit? Heavy bullshit. I don't know. There's the battery for the computer. You know. The battery's cool and whatever. And that's enough. Yeah, sure. What else? Well, I mean, I don't just have like a brick of lead. So, nope. Whatever. Hello, Mark. You're hearing this 30 seconds after I saw it, but hello, Mark. I really enjoyed your performance in that film, The Room. Oh, hi, Mark. Maybe I can get a screw through here. Maybe the mount's not completely destroyed. Who knows? Who cares? Oh. I think that might have gone through somewhere. I don't know, though. God, I really hate these. I mean, they're very hateable jobs. You know? These clamps are, this whole process is just annoying. I think the original place where this screw went may have been destroyed a long time ago, actually. Anyway, whatever. Alright, so, yeah, that isn't going to hold. I'm pretty sure that's just gone. The screw is through it, but it's just kind of gone. So I'm going to go ahead and route these in case this bad boy doesn't want to open for me anymore. Go ahead and get the Wi-Fi antennas out. These, yeah, all these things are fine. And that, for that to be in the right place, it just kind of needs to be there. I hate this stuff, man. I hate this stuff, but it's a necessary evil. There we go. Alright. Alright, alright. Yeah. So, it's Sucks, but yeah. Don't have many options in this regard. Alright. If anyone ever actually asks you to do this, run. Just run. Alright. Alright, that's enough of that. So, I'm just going to let it sit. In the meantime, you get to look at my pretty face, I guess. The HDMI cable's kind of caught up in it, actually. Hold on. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. So, it's a nice glow I've got there, isn't it? Well, I can't do anything else with this, so I'm kind of stuck. And that camera's really high, like, God almighty. So, I've got the worst setup you can imagine here. I wish I could show it to you, but I don't have a mirror. Actually, no, that won't work. Alright. I think the fun might be over. A little premature, but anyway, while everybody's here, if you have any questions, throw them at me now, because I'll be happy to answer any questions you have, because I'm kind of done early, in a way, in a manner of speaking. And yeah, I am tempted to get the hammer on this one. Path max undeclared. How do you have no path max? Okay. Never mind, that has something to do with software. That really is not related to this. So, let's see. I guess nobody has anything they want to talk to me about right now, so I'm going to go ahead and go. Because everything smells like epoxy fumes now anyway, so it's super duper uncomfortable. Alright. I was trying to think if there was anything else to say, but no. The date for the office, should be next Tuesday, a week from today. So, I won't be able to do anything for a few days after that because I'll be moving, but you know, at some point, hang on a second, what's all this in the chat? What do I think about the removable battery that the EU is pushing? Well, you know, you'd be tempted to say great, but A, it's authoritarian crap. But more importantly, B, they can introduce phones in the EU with removable batteries and then just not do it anywhere else. So it doesn't benefit anyone that's not in the EU. And if you live in the EU, you already have plenty of other problems, like not being able to say things without, you know, getting arrested. Yes, old PCs and bit rot. Yes, it is a thing that happens. That about it? I'll give you guys a few seconds. Got any questions? Ask them. If you don't, I'm going to scoot. I got to... Where'd my laptop go? Where did my laptop go? What? Oh. Here it is. Here's my laptop. I'd have to move his laptop. Because my laptop needs to be updated, so I'm going to go ahead and repack it and force you guys to watch me. I'm gonna make you watch me stick my headphones in my bag. Oh wow. Oh, it's so interesting. Oh, I'm watching a live stream of some idiot. But anyway, you guys might remember this actually. I bought this Asus brand new for $103, I think. And I need to clean that dead bug streak off the screen. But yeah, I've been using it for a while now. And yeah, you know, working on code. So, did I have... No, I've never reflashed a BIOS outside of the computer. I know how theoretically, but I've never actually done it. So, I'm just, I don't know. I haven't really had the time to get into that level of hardware work. And that's the thing, is that the other reason I don't do board repair is I have a lot of work without doing board repair. If I did board repair too, I'd have to actually pay people to help me. Ooh. This is not uncomfortable to use due to the small keyboard. It's actually perfectly fine. I haven't really had a problem. Here, I got a comparison, actually. Here, let's look. Let's look. Let's see how bad it really is, okay? So, small keyboard, except it's actually not that small. Ooh, it's typing really bad things, though. But yeah, it's not small. Like, I know you might be inclined to think it is, but can you see that okay? I think you can. It's, yeah, you get the idea. And vertically, it's, yeah, it's probably 90 to 93% the size of the HP's keyboard. So it's really not that small. If you want a small keyboard, I have a Sylvania G laptop, the original Sylvania G netbook, which was an updated EverX Cloudbook. The keyboard is like itty bitty, 7-inch computer. So, but we won't go there. Anyway, I'm gonna get off of here. Look forward to some more interesting stuff in the future, but don't expect too much out of me for the next week and a half. All right? I don't know why I'm reaching to turn off my camera, because the stream's over here.